this is my bee house. These are Slovenian hives. These are popular in Slovenia and not many other parts of the world. They're still really new here in America. I had to have them shipped from Slovenia. They're nice because you can actually get in the bee frames like this and pull them back like a book, which is nice because you don't have to move all those heavy boxes. Not that I mind lifting heavy things, it just can be a pain in the neck. So this one has 3 levels. You'll see the metal piece right here. That's the queen excluder. There's one right here, so the queen will live down there for the time being. As she lays eggs, we'll take each one of these little frames and put them up here if we need to keep them from swarming. So it's nice for swarm control because they're all the same size frames. These are the feeders, so you'd pour sugar water down in this little plywood thing. The bees will eat that. And that's kind of the Slovenian hive. What I built right here is a little cardboard ramp. I'm about to load bees into this, and I'll dump them here, and then I'll shake them into the hive, and then I'll put the queen between 2 of these frames. So what you see here is the other hive. You see how I open it up. Just these little partial things right here, and this one has bees in it. They got into the outer chamber though, so you can see they're all along the outside here, which isn't where we want them. They'll build comb if we let them do that. Oops. So that's a drone that just came out, which is a good sign. Means that they're producing males. Well, actually, let's give them another look too. I don't want to get them too excited because I don't have a bee suit on. But you can see all the bees in there filling up the frames, and down at the bottom this is getting really crowded. So I wouldn't be surprised if they want to swarm soon. So I'll have to do some active management here. You see some hive beetles over there in the corner. Right over there. This hive beetle's crawling around, which isn't a great thing, but this is located near the forest. You can see why the bees are outside is that little bar is supposed to keep them from getting out, and I got knocked out of place. So lots of bees, hopefully a good year. Hopefully they don't swarm. Lots of drones too. But you can tell the drones, they look big and fat, but they don't sting. And they're pretty useless other than mating with the queen, and then they die. I am Marty McFly from Back to the Future 1. Alright, so I'm just going to show you, these are bees. I'm going to install the package in my Slovenian hives. And I'm going to spray them. This is sugar water. I wish I could say how much I measured, but I put as much sugar as I could without it crystallizing. And the point of it is you just kind of give them a little spray. It's a little colder out today than I want to install the bees, but they'll, the sugar water on them will help subdue them a little bit. You don't want to drown them. But anyways. Take a hive tool, and this is like a crowbar, but it's specially built just for this purpose. It's a little bit more rugged than a regular old crowbar. So, you know, you may want to stand further away since you don't have a suit on. I probably should have given you a suit. So, first thing we do is knock them all down to the bottom. Maybe spray them some more. One thing I've found is that a lot of people try and teach themselves beekeeping on YouTube, and it's so regional specific, it's really not a great idea. I recommend a mentor, somebody who can teach you, because it's a lot harder. You're not going to smoke them when you put them in here. It kind of aggravates them more than is necessary. Then you want to get the queen. She's actually stapled to the top of the box with this little strap. You're going to just carefully set her aside. She always has some workers with her. You want to try and keep those workers on her cage as much as possible. Little black queen in there. She's got a little black belly and she's longer than the others. Kind of hard to pick her out, but if you look closely, you'll see one bee that's longer than the others and darker than the others. That's a Russian queen. Kind of hard to keep. Here's the part where you dump the bees. They're kind of docile now. You're just gonna pour them in there. remove the cork. There's two corks in here. One will let the queen go free, and one cork is sugar, and the bees will have to eat through it to eat the queen out. Yeah, we all know queens like getting eaten out. So you want to carefully remove the cork from the sugar side, not the other side, or they'll probably kill your queen. We're going to go a sticker in between. A little tricky with Slovenian hives. It's a little easier with traditional hives. Now we're just going to kind of encourage our bees into the hive. You can come over and film if you want. Yeah, so we're going to shake the bees carefully into the hive. So usually I'll close this up and come back a little later and see how they're doing. And hopefully they'll work their way into those frames. I squished some of them on my way in, unfortunately. So there you go. That's my less than glorious way of installing bees. So let's open up that top so they can get in. Hopefully now they'll all go into the hive to smell the queen. Probably. This here. I like to actually remove this box away from the hive, far enough that they won't smell it. Hopefully they'll fly away and find a new hive.